As we prepare to demonstrate Aurora's TPO solution, let's take a look at some vocabulary terms. Today we're going to be looking at sales mode presentation view. This is the live presentation that the salesperson owns and would be presenting on a tablet, on a laptop, or over a screen share. Sales mode web proposal is the leave behind asset. This is what you would send to your client after the pitch is over. And design mode is our engineering design workspace. Design mode is not something that we're going to be showing off today, but if you have any questions, just let me know and we can take a look later. Now, as you watch through this demonstration, keep a few things in mind. Notice how all the data available to us gives us a lot of accuracy when it comes to quickly designing this proposal for our homeowner. Also notice how much flexibility we have over what kind of presentation we want to display and what types of pricing and financing we want to have in that presentation. And then finally, think about how much faster everything will be when we are designing, creating, and financing all in the same platform. So with that in mind, let's get on the way. Now I'll show you how easy it is to design and sell TPO agreements with Aurora Solar. The first thing we'll do is we'll head up here to Sales Mode and create a new design to get started. We'll see at the top of our Sales Mode presentation shortly will be a row of buttons here. There they are, and we'll explain what each one does in a moment. The first thing I'd like to do though is head to this button in the upper left-hand corner, because here's where I can change my sales template. We're going to be demonstrating the LightReach integration today, so I'm going to switch my sales template to a pre-approved LightReach template. These are included with all Aurora accounts. First thing we can do now is enter the customer's energy usage. Aurora will look at the zip code of my project and select a utility rate for me automatically. In this case, it's selected the right one, and I can update or edit the energy usage here month by month. There are a few different input methods, but we can use the monthly estimate for now. From here, we can begin our design. There are a few options for creating a roof. Today we're going to demonstrate the AI roof option. It'll take a few seconds to look at local LiDAR data, local map data, and create a roof that we can start to work with. That looks good, so we'll select Keep, and we'll choose a few panels now. We'll select an approved panel out of the list, adjust our orientation or advanced settings if we wish to, and then select Place. Aurora will automatically find the areas on the roof with the best sunlight to place the system. A design's been created for us, and this is going to offset 116% of the energy that this home will consume over a 12-month period. I like the way this looks, so we'll keep it and move on where we can select a battery. We'll select an appropriate battery out of the list and decide on an operating mode for this client: backup, self-consumption, or energy arbitrage. No matter what we select, we get a lovely graph and chart on the right side of the screen explaining how much power is going to be used by the home, how much power is going to be stored in the battery, and what's going to be sent back to the grid. Next up, we can select pricing, adders, discounts, and incentives for the project. Now, a funny thing about this page here is that my price, my adders, my discounts, my incentives, none of the choices here are going to apply to the TPO financing that I'm about to select on the next page. So we won't need to spend very much time here at all, unlike you would with a cash or a loan deal. just because of the nature of how PPA works. So let's move on to this page and go ahead and select a financing option on the next page. What we'll do now is select a LightReach financing option, choosing a PPA out of our list. I think this one looks good. Now we just need to answer a few quick questions. I'm in California, so we'll need to enter in our solar sales license number. Next, LightReach has a few questions about my design. Is there any electrical upgrades planned in association with the solar project? Yes or no? Does the design have a battery? Well, yes, it's already filled in the battery that we've selected on an earlier page, as well as the battery operating mode we selected on an earlier page. So that simplifies things quite a bit for me here. When I click next, it's going to show me my rate options. The more expensive the rate, the better I will get paid here. So it's nice to see that easily at my fingertips. We won't show that to the customer though. So let's go ahead, we'll select our option, and in a few moments it's going to give us some payments. There we are. So here we can see what the monthly payment might be with a PPA of this type. From here, we might click the compare button in case we want to show more than one financing option on our proposal. So I'll just select another PPA. It's going to ask me the same set of questions before I can proceed and start to calculate the payment on this second PPA, at which point I can decide if I want both options to appear in my proposal or just the one. And now we have some choices for our customer to make. Finally, if this looks good, we'll go ahead and include this comparison in our proposal. Now we're ready for our homeowner to apply for the financing. Just click Apply Now, and the homeowner can answer a few quick questions about themselves, filling out their name, social security number, last four or full. We'll also see some helpful tips from LightReach. We can close that for right now. Once the homeowner has read through all of the disclosures, they can go ahead and hit Submit. And this project is almost done. On the next page, you'll see if the homeowner has been approved or denied for the financing. My homeowner's been denied, but that's okay because they're not a real person, so I wouldn't worry about that too much right now. What we do next is up to us. For instance, we may decide to send a sales agreement for e-signature right from the Aurora app. Or if the homeowner needs more time to decide on the proposal, we can send them a copy of this straight to their email address. Or supposing that the sales agreement has been signed, the credit application has been approved, and we're ready to move toward install, my next step might be to request a plan set here from Aurora Solar. Whatever we decide to do next, I appreciate you watching this demonstration, and if there's any questions, we'd love to hear them. Thank you.